Well, football won't be the only UK sport back in action on Saturday.
Yeah, the Kentucky Rifle team returns for its 2020 season. Today I talked with Coach Harry Mullins. So, Coach, your first match is coming up on Saturday against Akron. Tell me how much you're looking forward to that after not knowing if and when you'd even be playing.
You know, it's been a long time coming, to be honest with you. I mean, after kind of falling just a little bit short last year at the NCAA championships and then kind of going into a moratorium, more or less, during the summertime, the kids couldn't train that much, you know, living in different states. Some could, some couldn't. To be back on the range together for the last 4, 5, 6 weeks and to be able to come back out and play again this weekend, the kids are very excited. I think you can just see the energy this last week or so in training, and they get to go back and do what they've been training for and what they love to do. And so the excitement is just through the roof.
I know the offseason looked different, but you're in a unique situation where you basically have the same roster as you did last year, going undefeated during the regular season. You're a lucky guy.
Don't put pressure on me or anything like that. Unfortunately, we lost what she would be now as a junior, Ruby Gomes. She opted to stay back home and go to school back home, and we miss her a lot. But yes, you're correct. I mean, we've got the same roster coming back, and if there is one time in the history of your coaching career not to have new freshmen, because I love having new freshmen, they bring new energy and new blood and just the excitement, this would be the year to not have new freshmen. Just from the experience standpoint, you know, what you look forward to coming into college and what you've seen on TV since you've been growing up, and then all of a sudden that changes. But this group here is pretty motivated. I think we put together a good group of competitors, and they love to compete, and you see that every day, you know, in training matches and on the range. And I look forward to seeing if they can continue the challenge. We've talked about that a lot. Last year was last year, and unfortunately that's over. So we have to kind of go into this year not trying to carry the burden of going undefeated last year, but just treating week by week and kind of COVID rules of being able to roll with the punches and seeing where we line up against the other teams. But I think they're very up for the challenge of continuing on where they left off last year.
How do you keep them up for the challenge in that respect? Because if you haven't lost and you're all coming back together for the most part, how do you keep that motivation, especially during this time when everything is kind of uncertain?
A lot of prayer, to be honest with you. No, we try to do a lot of inter-squad competitions, especially this time of year. And we're a unique sport, you know, a lot like golf and most other sports. I mean, when you see the competitors and the athletes, they're always trying to get better, regardless of what they did last year, whether they won a championship last year. They're always trying to get better. And so we really try to embrace that part of it in taking the confidence from our success last year. Because the thing I tell them is, you know, we didn't enhance ourselves by adding new freshmen. You know, we have to get better as a group because other teams in the country did add new freshmen. And so, you know, they, you know, enhanced themselves as far as the numbers go. So being able to split up into 2 squads, compete, you know, since there's no contact, you know, we compete against the course more than anything, and being able to do the numbers and comparing them against each other, I think has kept them challenged with having, you know, Mary and Will on the Olympic team and them getting ready for the Olympics in July. You know, sometimes we'll split it up and have, you know, one on each team, and sometimes we'll put them both on the same team and challenge, you know, the other team to be able to stay at their level or higher. So, you know, having the drive, I think, is a big thing, and trying to find ways to keep that drive and motivation going, you know, with the uncertainty. I always kind of look at it, you know, we were in a long relationship and all of a sudden we broke up, and, you know, that was kind of NC2As. And now we're getting back in that relationship again of really wanting to do well. And, you know, hopefully, you know, we're going to come out of our shell and really embrace that and do some really special things.
Well, we wish you the best of luck starting on Saturday. Good luck to you against Akron, and we'll catch up with you soon, Coach.
Great. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Thank you.